Hello? You still doing your wrestling thingy? You said you're up above it? No, I know. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that exact. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, oh, I didn't figure it'd take you long, or you figured you'd guess it right away. So. Could you imagine Trent Reznor and Kiss work on a song together? They're like, yeah, we want to get on this, like, you know, this industrial scene. So do it. They like ditch their original producer and then just like pick up like Trent Reznor and like Ross Robinson. Each of the members put out a rap album. I was watching First We Feast. They had Bear Grylls on the newest episode. I was surprised. I was like, you know what? I kind of forgot about that guy. I was like, you know, I'm surprised now too. Then I think about it. How come he hasn't been on here yet? But I'm glad he is now. And I've been listening to this new band that I find very interesting. Have you ever heard of Lightning? Have you ever heard of Lightning Bolt? Yeah, right. And it was in '94. I was like, okay, well, even if they did, that's like, okay, they've had that thing for a while, probably. Sounds like something you'd come up with with your friend in like middle school. But oh hell yeah. Oh, ew, yeah. Yeah, and if you're down and out that far, it's like, ah, you have it. You got me. No, but this band's interesting. They only have 2 people in it. And no. It'd be like, all right, don't expect me to describe what genre it'd be in, but I don't even know what it'd be. It's kind of chaotic, but so the 2 members they have is they have a guy who's playing bass guitar, and what it is, it's a bass and a guitar because it also has the bass qualities. But how was it tuned again? It was such a weird tuning. It was like first off, it's like a 5-string bass. Second off, 2 of the strings are banjo strings. It's like, whoa, what? They got a killer sound. It's cool. What the hell is it he uses though? I'm gonna have to look this up. But then the drummer, he's got a really weird setup to begin with. There's no hi-hat. And it's like everything's like on the left-hand side. It's so fucking weird. And his rides are 2 crash cymbals. And he's got a mask he wears that he's like taken apart like fabrics and like t-shirts and shit like that. It's always changing too. And it's a really like shittily made one on purpose, but nice stitching. They're really good at making their own shit. And he makes a pocket where the mouth is. After he makes, you know, the slits to breathe and shit. He puts a pocket in where the mouth is, and he gets like an old microphone from the old phones. You know, like you pick up a corded phone. Hello? And I was like, oh, okay. And he's got it modded, so that way not only is it just like the mask is there for a utility purpose, not just like a cool aesthetic, but it holds the mic there. Because he's the singer, he drums and sings. But this thing, here's where it gets better too. The mic is ran down into a system of switches and pedals. He's got pedals where his hi-hat kick should be. This band is so gnarly, and they get like such a powerful sound with a wall of Marshall amps and cabinets. And they don't play on stages, they play on the ground floor. They're like being surrounded by everybody. This band, holy shit. It's like an audio assault on my ears, but like it's like such beautiful chaos. It's so cool. So according to Wiki, it says, well, it's funny. I say according to Wiki, and then this next sentence I'm about to say is according to Gibson, which isn't the guitar. It's him. His for some reason this guy's last name just happens to be Gibson as well. It says according to Gibson, his actually yeah. Let me see where his equipment is. I think he does. No, he uses like Fenders and shit. He's using Music Man and like weird shit. I'm sure he's probably got like his own like guitar or what it looks like here. But he says his bass guitar is set to standard cello tuning in intervals of fifths, so CGDA, with the banjo string for the high A, to contrast with the typical guitar or bass guitar string of EADG. He used this for a 4-string setup several years, but has recently been using a 5-string setup tuned to CGDAE with banjo strings on the A and the E. And he uses effects pedals, including a bass whammy pedal, a pitch shifter, octaver, 2 overdrive pedals, and the delay pedal. Of course, all of his equipment would be Digitech and Boss. I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. Because, like, in a way, they don't really need anybody else, but at the same time, they're also limited with what they can do. Which creates a cool challenge, you know what I mean? Maybe that's why like bands like Ween and like They Might Be Giants have been around for so long. But no, it's just crazy because when you hear this band, not only is it like that chaotic and the drums are just like on crack, man. It's like what you would love to hear in hardcore punk drumming again. And it's just crazy because he plays bass and the guitar at the same time, being that his strings are, you know, obviously guitar and bass at the same time. So I was like, that is really interesting. I haven't heard that with any band. I figured he would be the one singing too because, you know, he's got the string instrument. But to also hear like this much gas being pumped out of this drummer and he's the one singing, and his other foot over here instead of a hi-hat is using pedals like a guitarist or a bassist. It's like, that's kind of cool. He can also loop them so that way like they'll repeat or they'll delay or like repeat in like with the same register as his kick drum. So the sounds almost kind of sound droning, but like it's weird what music he can create with a mic and a drum set. I'd be so winded, especially the way he drums, dude. It's crazy. It's just pure energy. And you got a mask on. They even put out an album like 3 years ago, and I've been checking it out, and it's pretty good. But I was always listening to the other stuff, like from like 2001 and shit like that. I was like, man, this is good. And then I listened to the newer stuff, and I was like, they're good at staying with their sound. Wait, this says as of 2007, he added a Boss PW10 wah-wah pedal to his touring gear. And in the Power of Salad DVD, he says his rig is rated at 3,000 watts. That's a lot. Holy shit. We gotta go to one of their concerts. Oh no, I hate to disappoint you. He's playing a Stingray Music Man. Oh yeah, I love the tone he gets out of it. It's got a cool look. It's kind of weird though with the white pick guard and it being in the middle, like with the neck. It kind of makes like the body, like the paint on the outside, like look like a toilet seat. Doesn't it? Like a. The only thing it'd be missing is like a little bit of white and some blue in the middle too to show that there's water in there. And then the pickups would be like in like part, like I don't know, flush them down the toilet. These pickups suck. More cabinets ranging from 18 inches to 4x10. I like how it's like part of his equipment is, yeah, he's got even more cabinets than what you would expect. Someone says, if you can't handle me at my worst, just remember that I handle me at my worst, and that makes me stronger than you. And then the next comment was, oh my goodness, this makes me feel powerful. I hadn't even thought of it like this. God damn it. And then there's this other one. It's like a, almost like a tech deck, like those little finger skateboards. And there's a cicada on it. And somebody put in the caption, he's a cicada boy. Right, it's like, but oh, the show Chowder. Oh man, I missed that cartoon. That was crazy. The one thing that stuck out to me about it most, besides like the exaggerated features and like body, like, or I mean the skin tone, was the background. If you had someone's clothes there, and when they walk across the scene, it was like a constantly like transitioning like shift of like a pattern. Like their clothes actually had no color and was just like kind of seeing through the background of a pattern. It was kind of cool. But he says, why is she so mad at you? And then Mung says, well, women have these things in their bodies called expectations. was just like, damn, in a kid's show. Like, well, you know, sometimes some shit sucks. Are you like you're a pineapple on pizza guy? Because I was thinking about making a ham and pineapple pizza. And, no. I don't even know how I'd go about doing it. Just having work and do some shit on like Tuesday or Monday though. Like one of these days I want to make a pizza like that and then steal a box from work so that way I can put the pizza and then bring it over. But I want to make the pizza at my house. Ow. You said you have Monday and Tuesday off? Oh, so what do you have off now? Is it still Monday, Tuesday? Oh! Yeah, I was kind of taken aback. I was like, wait a minute, you work today? Kind of weird. the champ, kid. You're the champ. I got a cigar in my mouth. You ever see that clip where they're they're making fun of him in Family Guy? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's just like, what is he? He says, Rock, you can't fight a Martian out in space. There's no air up there. And then he's like, oh, really? But then he's like, well, that means there's no air for him neither. It's like, he's got a point.
by as innocent people are slaughtered out. I gotta vet these jobs better.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will, not you, deal with this annoyance. I won't let this be over.
Come closer, little thing, that I may see. Subservience will be rewarded. A gift in exchange for loyalty. My words are for ambitious minds.
There are many secrets I don't know, but not. It's like your defenses aren't even there.
I'm sure you'll miss me.
Now, what do we have here? Big deal. I'll try again later.
done. I have got new moves to teach you.
You reek with terror. do what I demand? A pity our time is over.
I just want to get in, get out, and finish the job. What a waste of time.
Nick came in moonwalking. Yeah. Why are you about to head out now? Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm just I was just chilling listening to Quentin Tarantino talk. Cause any interview he's on, he just literally just you might as well give him the mic. I mean, it's not bad though. I mean, I do like Quentin Tarantino and his films. I'd be surprised if, I mean, he made like successful music or movies like this, so much attention to detail, then you meet him and he's just an asshole. Like, hardly says anything about it, you know what I mean? He's probably just like waiting for, you know, just being such an avid film fan and probably coming up with questions himself. Wants to hear people curious. It's good when you leave a movie with questions. Because then you'll watch it again. I mean, The Crow, I feel you get. Yeah, but you got it the first time. You know what I mean? It's like it wasn't some like big old convoluted plot. Like me, I think my go-to would probably be like Lords of Dogtown. It's just like a really cool like old school documentary filmed by the people who were actually a part of that point, because it was them. Oh, you watched the movie too? Yeah, the movie's sick. It's cool that it's like still directed, like it was directed by Stacy Peralta, who was actually one of the, you know, the one of the guys in the film. But I don't know. Like skateboarding's been before it at that time, but like it's just cool to see that like they paved the way for it, you know, they like brought it to people's attention, spearheaded it, if you will, pioneered it maybe. And then even now, like who knows how long ago the skateboard came out, probably in the 40s and the 50s, but here we are 80 years later. 70, 80 years later, give or take, you know? And it's just a piece of wood with wheels. Like hardware, grip tape, deck, trucks, wheels, and bearings. That's literally 6 things, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's like when you learn how to play the instrument that you really wanted to play. Because you probably... Yeah.